Hey guys, so while I'm working on today's fanfiction, I was doing some research and came across this piece from the Now Legends novel, The Rise of Darth Vader. You guys have heard me mention it many times. It's a fun book. Now, this part in particular that we're going to cover today goes over Vader's thoughts about everything as he walks through the blood-stained Jedi Temple, just after the events of Revenge of the Sith. It's where every room and hallway makes him remember something, which I can cover in the coming weeks if you so wish. I'm going to read a snippet from the novel and then we can all discuss it afterwards. The following are Vader's thoughts as he stands in a room inside the Jedi Temple. And yet, if not for the events on Mustafar, Anakin would sit now on the Coruscant throne, his wife by his side, their child in her arms. Instead, Palpatine's plan could not have been more flawlessly executed. He had won it all: the war, the Republic, the fealty of the one Jedi Knight in whom the Jedi Order had placed its hope. The revenge of the self-exiled Sith had been complete, and Darth Vader was merely a minion, an errand boy, allegedly an apprentice, the public face of the dark side of the Force. While he retained his knowledge of the Jedi arts, he felt uncertain about his place in the Force. And while he had taken his first steps towards awakening the power of the dark side, he felt uncertain about his ability to sustain that power. How far might he have been now had fate not intervened to strip him of almost everything he possessed as a means of remaking him, or of humbling him, as Darth Maul and Tyrannus had been humbled before him, as indeed the Jedi Order itself had been humbled. Where Darth Sidious had gained everything, Vader had lost everything, including, for the moment at least, the self-confidence and unbridled skill he had demonstrated as Anakin Skywalker. What I enjoyed most about this piece as I read it was Vader literally gave himself as Anakin a what-if fanfiction scenario, saying what if he had never gone to Mustafar, that he would have overthrown Palpatine as he allegedly and originally said that he would, and rule Coruscant atop his throne, his wife by his side, and their child in her arms. Now, of course, we know it's plural for children, but at this point, Vader didn't know that he had twins. While you can rest assured that I will turn this very info into a fanfiction, titled something like, What If Anakin Never Went to Mustafar, there are a couple things here that I want to discuss. Mainly, how unsure Vader felt about it all, how he was literally in the gray area of the Sith, unsure about his place in the Force as he retained all of his Jedi teachings, and while he had taken his first steps to unlocking his new powers in the dark side, he felt uncertain about it all. Could he keep this power, he asked himself? Could he continue to be this evil killing machine? Where would he be if fate didn't slice him into pieces and burned him alive as a means of rebirthing him into what he is now? I find that part very interesting as well, how he asks himself how powerful he might have been or where he would be if he never was burned and turned into Darth Vader. He not so much fears death, I mean, this is Vader we're talking about, but we can see he wondered about it for sure, worrying if he would ever be humbled the way Dooku, Maul, and the entire Jedi Order were. It also shows us his internalization regarding Palpatine, how he recognized that he was merely an errand boy, a minion of the true Dark Lord of the Empire. And how, to his loss, Sidious gained everything, all to the expense of Anakin Skywalker's life. I always really liked and enjoyed going through the scripture of Vader's thoughts, even in the Legends comics or novels, because at one time, when they were released, it was canon, and it adhered to the episodes that it talked about. Vader always theorized and analyzed so much about himself. It always fascinated me to learn more just about how Vader thought inside of that emotionless black mask, because we never really get to see much in the films. I want to know what you guys think about Vader's thoughts here. Let me know down below if you guys want to talk about it, and I will see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends, remember,
The Force will be with you always.